Hello, and welcome to today's subscriber contract, One and Done Season 2, and this is set on all of the primary maps of Hitman 2, and has been supplied to us today by Tear Kitties. So, starting off with Hawke's Bay, and just like Season 1, this will be a speed running test, something I'm not very good at as yet, but we're going to run straight up into the grass on top of the dunes here. Once we're in the grass, we're going to pull out our silent sniping rifle, and we're going to drop our first target in the tall grass, and we're going to make our way over to where we dropped him, and pass into the next patch of grass where we will encounter our next target. So we're just going to lure him over to the next patch of grass away from us with a shot just on the dune there. Our final target over by the swimming pool at the house has just moved into position, so we're going to very quickly drop him with a bullet while we wait for our other target to move into place. We're then going to drop him with a bullet, and all three targets are now dealt with. Two are hidden, one is not, so we do need to get back to our awaiting boat as quickly as possible before the target by the swimming pool is discovered. So one map down, 4 more, 5 more even to go. So for our second map, we are off to Miami, and this is going to be a relatively quick one, just like the last one. So we're going to exit our station at the medical booth. We're going to head out the back of the medical facility, take out the camera leading into the Kronstadt carriage or the pit area. We're just going to shoot the gas canister holding up the car above our first target. Before heading back outside, we're just going to grab the baseball from the floor here, make our way back into the storage room and throw the baseball on the floor with the door open to the medical facility. That will attract the attention of the young lady we started out next to, and she is our next target. So we're just going to quickly knock her out and give her a neck massage before moving on to our next target, who is the Kronstadt driver in the examination area. So we're just going to knock out the doctor very quickly, knock out the driver, and then we're going to place a breaching charge behind his head, and we'll detonate that once we've taken his outfit and we are a safe distance away. So the outfit will get us through the pits slightly easier. So we're just going to make our way around and through the pits and trying to avoid as many enforcers as possible. So I've taken the slightly longer route, mostly because I can't get through all of the pit doors quickly enough. I would have to stop and lockpick them all or keycard them all. So our next stop is the pit changing rooms, and down here we will get ourselves a key card that will allow us through the final parts of the pit area. It will allow us through all of the parts of the pit area, and there is at least one key card in every pit garage. So once we've got that, we're going to make our way up into the whack garage where our next target is located. He's had a stressful day, so we're just going to give him a nice quick neck massage before we move on to our final target. And they are located outside in the garage area or the car park area. He's currently here having a cigarette. So we're just going to make our way around to the back of this big truck. We're going to pull out our pistol and put a bullet into the floor. That should attract the attention of our target, and when he comes around to investigate, we can then just drop him with a simple bullet to the head, and no one should find him there. Just in case, we're going to make good our escape nice and quickly. And as we exit past the security office, we want to stick as close to the hedge here as possible to avoid the camera. Not always possible, but for the most part you should make it through okay. So we are now 2 maps down with 4 more to go. So for our 3rd map, we are off to Santa Fortuna, and we are going to breeze our way through this one. So right from the start and off the bat, we're going to make our way around to the rear of the building we start outside of, and from here we get a nice clear view of the petrol pumps, and we're just going to pop out one of the valves. Our target will come over to investigate, and the better shots amongst you will be able to drop him with a simple bullet. Took me 2 attempts. So 1 target down, we've got 3 more to go. We're going to make our way all the way down to Andrea's compound and around to the side here, where we will find on a bench a bottle of water. We're going to add our lethal poison to the bottle of water, and then we're going to move on to the musician's house, and the gentleman within the musician's house is our next target. So we're just going to make our way into the bin section here, and hopefully we can get a simple shot off on his head, although we are missing quite a few here. That is slowing us down a little bit, but not too much. So we are now technically 3 targets down with 1 more to go. Our final target is located just outside of the construction site, just down by that big yellow bus there you can see. Now what I do is I lure the gentleman around behind the bus. It's not actually necessary. So there goes the gentleman drinking his poison. So as he's doing that, we're just going to shoot the bus near the front. That will lure our target around, and we can then drop him with a bullet to the head before making good our escape via the boathouse. Although you can just drop the final target with a bullet and head straight for the exit. You don't need to lure him down the back of the bus. So 3 maps down, 3 more to go. So for our next map, we are off to Mumbai, and a starting shot that I have no attempt at. There is a moped right where we started, and if you can shoot that accurately enough, you will get the maelstrom almost immediately. Like I said, I can't do that, so we're just going to move on to the tailor, who is our next target. So we're going to make our way along the sky walkway into the rooftops and down into the tailor's apartment. We're going to turn off the fuse box on the wall, and that will attract the tailor, and when he comes up to investigate, we will drop him with a simple bullet to the head. Alternatively, if you are using the tranquilizer glitch, you can just run downstairs, shoot him in the back of the head with the tranquilizer, and then shoot him in the back of the head with your pistol and move on. That will save you some time. So moving on ourselves, we're going to make our way around to the side of the train yard, and the lone guard out on the entrance here can be eliminated by simply shooting through the corrugated iron, and we are already 2 targets down. For those of you who are the better shot, you should already be 3 targets down, but we are going to move on now to the maelstrom, and we're going to do it the old-fashioned way by shooting down the extendable ladder, leading up to the Maelstrom's wife's apartment. We're going to poison the glass on the table outside, and usually at this point we would go up onto the roof and raise the flag, but I can just hear that the Maelstrom's wife, for some reason, this doesn't normally happen, has just told the guard that she's ready to meet him, so he's going to go up and raise the flag for us. So with him doing that, we can now move on to our final target, and that is this gentleman right here. We're going to wait for him to go back over to the stairs leading up to the hill, and at the bottom of those stairs you may notice a red and yellow drum. So when he gets up and walks back over, just as he's getting close to the oil drum, we are going to put one bullet into it. That will get his attention, and when he gets even closer, we can then put a few more bullets into the oil drum, and he will go down rather toastily. So all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape while we wait for the Maelstrom. There he is, just making his way up to the apartment where his wife is living. We're going to make good our escape. I'm just going to make sure that we have the Maelstrom on his way up, and when he is dealt with, we will head for the boat exit. So for those of you who can shoot the moped right at the start, you will already be on the boat and heading out of Mumbai. Unfortunately for me, I am not a good shot, and once we have confirmation that the Maelstrom is up and in talking to his wife, we're going to go and stand over by the boat, ready and waiting for our exit, which should have been about 2 minutes ago. So once we arrive, the Maelstrom will go down rather quickly, as we did hang around in the junkyard area for him for a little while. So that puts us at 4 maps down with 2 more maps to go, one relatively easy one and one not so much. So for our next map, we are off to the quiet suburbs of Vermont, and right from the start and off the bat, we are going to head straight for the garden of the house that's being renovated, and our first target is currently leaning on the other side of this fence here. So we're just going to pull out our SMG and shoot him in the head, and I prove once again how bad of a shot I really am. We're going to quickly make our way through this garden, maybe ducking down if necessary, and then through Janus's garden as well. And if we time this just right, everyone will have their backs to us. We can use our super key to open the gate into the garden beyond, where our next 2 targets are both located. We're going to shoot one in the head, and then we're going to spray and pray as we take out his colleague. We're then going to make our way down into the basement, once again utilising our skeleton key to open all of the doors. We're going to go through the tunnel into Janus's apartment or house or accommodation, more specifically his basement, where our final target is located, and then we are going to deal with him and then make our way through the basement, taking out the surveillance system along the way, which will help us with 1 camera. We're going to make our way up and over the basement stairs and balcony, and because we've brought with us a crowbar, the nearest available safe exit will be the sewer exit, where we are off to meet some ninja turtles. So 5 maps down with 1 more map to go. So for our final map, we are off to the Isle of Scale. This will be a relatively quick one. So first thing we're going to do is drop our sniping rifle, pull out our silenced pistol, run down to the lower level here, and from here we can get a nice clear view of the oil drum by the helipad. We're going to set that with one bullet, and immediately, if we're quick enough, our first target will ignite himself straight away. While he's doing that, we're going to retrieve our sniping rifle. We're just going to place one bullet in the wall over there to attract the attention of our next target, and when he goes over to investigate, we're going to put two very quick bullets into the oil lamp, and we are 2 targets down. Our third and final target is up in the penthouse, and we are just going to drop him very quickly with a bullet as well. So all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and the nearest available safe exit is all the way down at the harbour. But we're not in for safe today, so we're going to take our pistol and we're going to put 7 shots as quickly as we can into the helicopter. We're then going to make our way down the drain pipe and then up towards the helipad, and if we've fired enough shots in quick succession, all of the guards in the area will be now making their way over to the chapel, leaving us free to make our way into the helicopter. So there we go, Season 2 taken care of. Get our final confirmation that all of our targets were eliminated according to plan, and we met any objectives available to us, of which there were none. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in Season 3.